you'll be the best sales coach in the fucking world that nobody ever knows if you don't brand yourself.
Yeah.
And bro, that line stuck with me forever. Everything's gonna be slimy if the school system doesn't teach it. True. School system doesn't teach sales. No. When did you go up into a class and somebody taught you how to influence somebody and close a deal?
Biggest guy in Toronto, then Ontario, then it became Canada,
and then international.
Then can I get into the States? Then it's like, whoa, now I'm in fucking South America. Okay, how do I make this thing global?
Think of me working at Pita Land 16, 17 or something, and my boys were in the parking lot at Timmy's, and then they see a sales trainer 10 years down the road. Yeah. This guy's a scammer.
When I say Daniel, you say G. Daniel G. Daniel G.
Welcome back to the MBH podcast, Money Buys Happiness, guys. First episode we're here filming in Tulum. This one's a funny one. Funny because this came to be because me and Ernesto were going for a little jog in the morning, and we almost got hit by what we thought was a fucking taxi or something.
Crazy maniac on the road.
I thought the cartel was already after us after one day. I heard a car just fucking do a donut.
And we turn around. It's our brother Daniel G.
Third time though.
That was fucking sick.
Third time on the pod, bro.
I know it's third time. I text him. I'm like, bro, only in Tulum this would happen.
I know.
100%.
I'm walking. I'm driving. I'm like, is that Anthony Ernesto? I'm like, no. So I just keep driving, bro. And then I'm like, no, that's Ernesto's back. Like, I'm like, he wears those fucking tank tops.
The thongs.
I'm like, that's, Like, I'm like, no, that's his tank top. And I was sprinting. I was flying to an event because I'm late to speak, right? And then the people in the car were just like, what are you doing? I'm just like, skirt around.
Bro, the energy here. It's the energy here, right? You come here a lot though too, no?
No, bro. That was the first time I was in Tulum.
Wow.
Mexico, no, but first time I was in Tulum.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even hung out here for a while. I just did an event here and then left. And then came back here right now for 24 hours.
What do you think of Tulum?
No, I like it. It's nice, bro. It's very nice. Yeah. I feel like it has a mixed vibe between Bali and like Costa Rica. Have you guys been to Costa Rica?
Neither of them.
No.
You haven't been to Bali?
No.
So I just made you guys the worst fucking analogy.
Yeah, but we get the point though.
Yeah. It's like Bali, more expensive.
Okay.
Very calm, cool, collective. You know, can turn up, party.
Yeah.
But
it's the third time you're here, bro.
Dude.
We got to do some catch up, you know?
Yeah.
It's been, I think we had you on 2 years ago, then we had you on last year. Mm-hmm. We had you in Miami. Yeah, we had you in Miami.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had first one in the office, second one in Miami.
Yeah. Yes. So talk to us. What have you been up to, like recently? Because all we see is you flying around everywhere.
Yeah, literally.
Like you're never not on a plane, bro.
The thing is, for us and the business, I didn't expect for it to catch a snowball effect. Yeah. You know, like I didn't expect it because my career of speaking and training, there was never a game plan for it.
Okay.
So there was never like, I'm going to be this big trainer, speaker. Yeah. So every stage turned into another stage. And then whatever you show, you get on social media. Like people know that. It's like, so whatever you get, you show. So I started showing more stages and started showing more events early on in the year. I think probably late when we started talking to each other last year in Miami. Yeah. Was it last year?
Last year.
Last summer. Yeah. So I started doing a lot of stages then, and it just, bro, it came to a point where I had to start saying no to events because they're like, can you train my team? Can you train my company? It trickled into different industries. Yeah. I went wide in one industry, so people gotta understand. I went wide in a network marketing industry, okay? Yes. The reason why network marketing, right? So companies like, let's just say like Herbalife, ACN, right? These big network marketing companies that have a lot of sales reps. It was like, you know, promotion for me because there's so many people inside of there that would trickle into other industries. So if I'm training Sarah and Sarah sells hair care, I would train Sarah's team, but her husband's a real estate agent. Bro, my wife loves you, And I knew almost like mastermind plan, this was going to happen. Like it was always going to trickle into different areas because everybody's like, well, why do you train one industry? I would say, well, it's people first. Okay. You know, like I always play to the widest audience first. Yeah. I'm like, I'll get to my certain audiences by having such a wide level of support and then I'll niche it down. That's the way I seen it, right? I never tackled one area of sales. There's a lot of fucking, like I see it, maybe you guys see it. There's a lot of great, amazing, bro, sales trainers, marketing trainers in the world. And they're the most private people in the world and nobody ever knows who the fuck they are because they don't know to go wide with their brand. Yeah. And that shit scares me, bro. I had one guy come in my office, like it was like 2018 and I'm doing the agency thing at this point, kind of like when you guys started building the agency and I had like 5-10 guys inside of the office and he comes up to me and he says, He's like, bro, man, because he was in a Monday morning meeting and he wanted to open up another agency in Florida.
Okay.
And he's like, wow, he's seen me training my reps on like the whiteboard, you know, just going off, training my guys on objections. And he's like, you know, you should start like the Instagram thing. I didn't have Instagram much, like probably like 10,000 followers, wasn't really on it. I was trying like Meerkat and Periscope at the time. And then he's like, dude, you should start building your brand. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll start doing it. He's like, you know, it'd be sad. And it always stuck with me. He's like, you'll be the best sales coach in the fucking world that nobody ever knows if you don't brand yourself.
Yep.
And bro, that line stuck with me forever.
Of course. As it should.
He's like, because you have that in the back of your head sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You're like, shit, I'm so good. He's like, you'll be the best coach that nobody ever hears of.
Yeah.
Right? He's
you
like,
you can apply that to like all industries.
everything,
almost
bro.
at this point.
Artists fucking die with their best albums.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
or their best tracks.
So now you're kind of training all industries?
Everybody in anything, yeah.
Wow.
Solar industry. Solar's big right now. Solar sales is huge. Obviously, door-to-door sales, network marketing, direct sales, real estate sales, insurance sales is growing.
What's the split been for you in terms of like sales training and speaking? Because like you said, now you started seeing a lot of stages. You were mentioning one of the big events you did at the crypto arena.
Yeah.
So what's the split been like? Because I know it was initially just sales training.
I would still say though, like majority of my stages, they hire me for sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this it's cool that you said that because so you know everybody wants to be like, you know, a public speaker, do events or etc. And I tell all my friends that are in the space, I say, listen, people got to hire you for something or they won't hire you. Because now there's so many people online, like motivators and stuff online. So it's like they'll only hire the top of the top personal development people.
Yeah.
Because there's been so many come out in the last 4 years. So they hired Daniel G 150% because they're like, I need to increase my sales.
Yeah.
Right? Sure, it might be this type of event, but they bring me in as sales trainer. 30% will probably be sales training. 30% will be wake your ass up type of message. But now I think if you want to do any sort of speaking engagements, or the reason why, you know, keep piling them on is because people hire me to say, hey, sales, increase my sales.
Yeah.
Every company needs it. Like,
How do you price that? You don't have to tell us what you're charging, but
Sure.
how do you price it? Is it by hour? Is it by the fucking distance you got to go? Like, I'm always curious. We were asked to do some events as well, some speaking events, and we were just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how do you even?
Yeah, where do you start?
Yeah, where do you start?
You always know you fuck up. Like when I was in the beginning, I'd always tell my guys, you charge somebody like $8,000. They're like, send me over the invoice. Can we pay it?
Right
And you
away.
say,
You're like, fuck.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, if
That's my line always
Yeah.
in life because I say, you'll never beat who you think you become. I wasn't a sales trainer, so I'm like, $8,000 for an hour of speaking. That's great.
Of course.
Right? Dude, to me now it's based on audience size,
Okay.
where it will go after I'm done speaking. Like if I don't feel like this will probably turn into like 4 or 5 other things, and the relationship of the individual, because in this space there's a lot of stages where people speak on for free. Like, you know, I just did an event last weekend. I won't name it, but like I'm with 20 of the heaviest hitters in the industry. None of us get paid.
Yeah.
And
you
when
all
I mean
gotta
that,
be there.
when I mean the heaviest hitters, like you'll know a lot of them that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're badasses, you know, and like we just all know because we're all homies. Like, you know, because I'm like, if I got an event, you're gonna speak for free if you type of deal.
Yeah.
So I would say that's like maybe like 1 in every 10 events.
Okay.
It all depends because sometimes there's like collaborations at events too, saying like, hey, listen, you know, if I speak on your stage, do you want an affiliate offer? So you only pay me, let's say 15,000 or 10,000, but we go 50-50 on the back end of a split of a launch of something, right? So that too as well, like making partnerships and collaborations as like why we're right now in South America, because we made a collaboration to launch my sales training in all of South America. So I partnered up
Okay.
with a couple individuals that can, you know, give me the audience, and I come bring in a product and they're translating all AI into Spanish, etc., and do it now in Latin America. Because my goal now is to go freaking global.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So,
And in terms of, let's say, before you get on a stage, what kind of prep work are you doing? Because I feel like, because we were also having this trouble with an event that we were supposed to do, and I feel like you can just fucking go up there and talk, bro. I feel like you don't need fucking zero training, zero prep work.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Tell
Is
me.
there different messaging? Like, how do you prep?
my message is so, like, if somebody asks, okay, my actual prep work, bro, it's fucking like bumping Drake.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Like, there's no
Legendary.
bullshit. Like, when somebody asks me my real prep work, like, if it's an hour, 2 hours before the event, I'm just fucking having fun and bumping Drake.
Lock
you
it
know?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Like, that's
fucking
it.
love
That's
that.
that's it.
Get
Because
the
I always
energy
say, yeah, it's like, bro, it's hard because I watch some of my friends speak and, you know, they're with their notes backstage. I see them going up and down. I'm like, shit, dude, you should have been prepping for this shit Like me, I just do it 24/7, so it's just natural. If I'm doing a live stream every single day and it's on a topic, the shit's in the back of my head.
Yes.
Or if I'm just training sales, I say it's like, you know, just know your shit's always the best prep work. But I really look at my audience and I say, okay, what's the audience? Where are they at right now in terms of income? You know, do I have to like baby them? Do they need a wake up message? Like if they're an older audience, I'm not going to be going on there with 150% energy and tell fucking Margaret that's 65 to wake up, you know? Like, so it's like, you got to be a chameleon with your message too as well. So I'm looking at the audience. I have so many subjects that I just look at the audience. I'm like, all right, I'm going to talk about these 4 different subjects. And, you know, I'll probably bring up a few different stories. The easiest thing I like to say is before I get on stage, I probably know like the 2-3 stories that I'll be talking about for sure that were relevant in my life for the last like week, or try to make like an opening entrance with a story that's super relevant to what's happening right now at the event.
Okay.
Because every single person likes hearing a speaker that doesn't look unscripted, that doesn't look scripted. Of
course.
Right? So obviously,
more
like,
genuine.
of course, like, you know, I'm very aware, like when I'm going to the event, I'm like, what's one thing I could talk about that's happening right now? You know, like, hey, a girl just came up to me. By the way, guys, a girl just came up to me in the elevator. I was about to talk about some shit, but a girl, and I start off like with this, so I already hooked them in.
Yes.
And the audience like, ooh, this is sexy. There's no
not
slide
scripted.
point.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
But maybe 40 minutes before, I'm plotting it inside of my head. Like the best comedians make their shit look like it's unscripted, of course.
course.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
So, I think, you know, not knowing word for word, it goes back to sales, bro. Like, you know, I tell people, you don't know the script word for word, you just understand why you're saying certain words.
Yes.
So it's, you know the structure, you don't know the script.
Okay.
Right?
True.
Okay.
And when you're getting these bookings, I guess, are they giving you the full creativity to go out there and do what you want? Or do they tell you, hey, kind of talk about this a little bit or bring this up? Do they just trust you fully with your messaging?
Usually. I ask them, hey, what's your audience?
Okay.
Hey, this is what I'm going to talk about. Anything else? No, that's fine, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like, remember, like, you know, we always have to think of this. When somebody hires us, they're saying, help me.
Yeah.
They're bringing us in, you know, and that's a message. Sometimes it doesn't click for some speakers. Like the people are saying, like, literally, fucking help me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you being nervous, you sell yourself out of it.
Yeah.
It's like if again, bro, I go back to my sales mentality. If a guy's on a phone call, like on a sales call, and it's one of my guys on a sales call, and somebody comes in, they book a meeting. Like say they book a meeting on Calendly. My guy's taking the call, and then some way somehow like it doesn't happen. The girl's like, no, I'm not interested. Some bullshit, whatever. It doesn't happen. I said, bro, you know what happened here? He's like, no, what? I said, the girl literally came in begging for fucking help, or she wouldn't have booked a call.
Yeah.
Like, we don't understand this. I'm like, why do you think she would book a call?
Yeah.
She's begging to help. And then the only thing that happened within the conversation was like, she's thinking subconsciously, and I'm making a sales example out of this, like, can this person lead me better than I can lead myself? And that's how she's making the decision inside of her head. So some way, somehow, you sold her out of the deal. She came in begging for help, and now she's saying, no, I'm not interested.
You talked her out of it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
And
crazy to think. That's a crazy way to think about it.
Dude, if you look at, and I show my guys too, I say, like, look at stats. Like when I get on stage, I'm 150% energy. Why? Yeah, okay, like I love Instagram, I love social media, but if you really look at statistics on social media, because I'm a nerd, by the way. I'm better at social than I am at fucking, I know my audience better on social media than I'm even better at like the in-person, like the sales training stuff.
Wow.
Marketing and branding, 150%.
Yeah.
I know my audience. I know exactly what they'll share and save, etc.
Okay.
So I'm always on the analytics. This is why this video did well, because I know my audience, I know what my audience shares, etc. When you know your audience best, you can play towards the audience.
Of course.
Yep.
So when you look at stats, I don't know if you guys ever checked this stat. I don't know if my phone's somewhere, but if you go to like your stats, if you view your insights, so say you have a reel that got 100,000 plays, you know, your watch time was 140 hours, whatever. People replay it like 14, 15 times. You guys ever watch the average length time of the reel?
Now it started to like show up.
They started showing it
on
better
the main
now.
thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like you watch it, so you'll be like, oh fuck, this reel did well. It got 500,000 plays. And then use 140 hours of watch time. Shit, that's great. It's like fucking YouTube, but it's only 1 minute. It's only 1 minute reel.
Yeah.
But if you go under the reels, my reels are 35 seconds to a minute, like your guys, whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you go under, bro, the average watch time is like 8 to 12 seconds. So I say that it clicks in my head because I'm like, fuck yeah, it's a lot of plays, but people bounce out of this shit within like 4 to 5 seconds.
Like, how long are they watching for?
How long they're watching for, like, you got to watch your YouTube analytics. Same shit with Instagram. Right now, bro, if you post a 45-second reel, the average watch time on them, we'll go back, look at our phones after, but it's like 8 to 12 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, bro, if somebody gives you an hour of attention on a seat, like on a fucking seat, and they're watching you, that shit to me is worth $1 million. That's why I tell my sales guys, I'm like, bro, they came in and they gave you 15 minutes. Fuckers don't give us 15 minutes on my videos.
True.
And they're so captivating.
True.
Yeah.
So I was training a team in Mexico last night, and I was looking at the seats. I'm like, here's the difference between like me and you guys in the audience, because I'm a little bit fucking psycho and obsessed with my business. I said, I look at every single seat like money.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you mean? I'm like this seat that the audience is sitting in, it's like a fucking $1 million to me. This opportunity, like, you know, like, because they're sitting down and they're listening to you. I look at it like money. Number one, I look at it like I could change somebody's life. So it already hypes me up enough. I'm like, if somebody's sitting down in that seat's like, I'm going to change that fucking person's life, you know, because they're sitting down and see. But also it's like, you know, attention, currency, and money. So I'm like, they're watching me for a while. You know, that's why like YouTube is so important. How do you hook people's attention? Like you guys did great at it and stuff, right? So that's what people have to think of. It's like, you know, when you get people at events, it's worth a lot. On a phone call, it's worth a lot. In person, it's worth a lot. People can't do it anymore, dude. It's hard for people to get people to show up to events right now.
Did you always think you'd be doing this? Like, were you always this charismatic?
Charismatic, yeah, probably. Yeah, like once I started getting into sales, probably a little bit more introverted when I was young, doing like when we were talking about the DJ shit. But at this time, no. At this early on, no.
Yeah.
I thought of myself doing this probably, like I hit 30 in December, probably 35 starting, 40. Okay. Like I still thought I'd be in a sales career till now. You know? But
no, I'm just curious.
In terms of your audience too, I want to go back to the audience quick. Do you notice any like commonalities between what people need help with?
Yeah. It's usually now that I train sales on such like a wide scale from like, you know, hundreds of thousand personalities, you start to realize like it's always an internal game before it's an external game.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's like there's not the shit that I teach. I make it very basic, right? Like I make anybody understand my sales shit. Like if you guys watch one of my trainings, it's very basic to understand my stuff. How do you prospect somebody? How do you deal with somebody that says, no, thank you, I'm not interested, etc. But usually it's the fact that nobody could go up to somebody and say it or say it with the amount of confidence because there's something holding them back inside of their head. So now, you know, I start to realize that usually it's an internal game before it's an external game. Like usually there's
more
a
mindset thing.
Yeah, it's usually there's a blockage for somebody, you know, like I just gave you guys something and people watch this back, they'll be like, oh, I understand. So I say like, you know, you can never beat what you think you could become or what you think a prospect could become. So when I was just saying this line like 10 seconds ago, I'm like, yo, I'd look at somebody in a chair and I think they're gonna be a fucking multi-millionaire sitting in that chair if they hear me speak for 1 hour. Yeah. Dude, all my strategy follows that shit. But some people will look at that chair and have like almost like a disempowering belief and think like, man, I don't know if these people need my help. All the nerves and strategy follow that. Like I say, your strategy can never outperform what you think somebody could become. True. So like I can teach the best fucking prospecting line in the world, but nobody be able to implement it. Like if they need to prospect somebody for business, but like just me, if I see a waiter and I'm like, fuck, this guy can be a great salesperson. To me, it's like the perception of what I think somebody can become. My strategy is useless. I already got the guy in the bag. Cause I'm like, dude, you want to make a shit ton of money? Guy's like, well, what do you mean? Like, already there, the confidence is right there because my thought is like, I look at the guy and I envision the guy inside of my office making $100,000. Yeah. That's my thought process. Some people have like a disempowering belief. They look at an individual and they're like, I don't even know if this person needs me or I don't know if this stage needs me. Like what I'm saying is important because like if you go up on stage and somebody's asking like, what's my mental prep work? My mental work is every single person in this stage needs to hear my message. Because if I have any other thought, of course you're going to get nervous because you can never outperform the thought. So it's like you get to pick one. When people are like, you can only be grateful or, you know, have a negative mindset at the same time. I say the same shit inside of business. You can only be like a fucking blessing or an interruption to somebody.
True. Yeah.
Like, you know, like either you're interrupting and you're shitting on somebody's day or you're like, I'm a gift to everybody.
Yeah. No
you know?
In between.
You can't, but that's not realistic. Well, dude, what do you fucking pick? Like you only got one.
It's true.
You know?
So in terms of, let's say, in terms of your strategy over the years.
Yeah.
First of all, your strategy, how it's changed over the years when you're on these stages. And second of all, how you've noticed maybe sales in general changing over the years and how you adapted to that.
Well, the first thing is like, you know, sales is sales. Like humans are humans. I think when you become such a great communicator, you don't understand product. You understand the way people buy. Because if you understand the way people buy, selling is easy.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know,
the product just changes, but it's the people.
Yeah, like if you understand the psychology of how people make a decision, I know what's inside of a prospect's head. I'm knocking off shit inside of their head where they're like, oh fuck, how did this guy know what I was thinking? Okay. That's the sale. Yeah. It's like there's a movie, bro. I don't know if we ever discussed this on one of the early podcasts, but there's a movie called like What a Woman Wants. Okay. It's with Mel Gibson. You guys ever watched that or not?
I've heard of it. I don't know if I watched it.
He gets shocked, right, bro? And he gets shocked in the mirror and he's inside the minds of every single chick. So like, oh wow, he smells good. Oh, what's he wearing? Why is he kissing me like that, right? Yeah. So I say like, And it kind of got like annoying for him. He's like, fuck, I don't want to be in the minds of every girl. And I say it's the same shit inside of sales. Just call out the prospect's thoughts before they can even think of it, right? Like there's a whole, you figure out why people don't buy the product and you master that. That's what sales is to me. Okay. Like some people
so
try to
reverse engineering pretty much.
Yeah, it's almost like figure out the fears of why people don't buy and eliminate them before anything else.
Okay.
But it's even like you're saying, the product is the product. It's the people that you're selling. Like you're gonna sell the person, whether you're selling them this table, that Rodecaster, that camera, it's all gonna generally be the same reasons why they wouldn't want to buy it.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's just you think like, listen, I think sales is, you know, when people say, man, you could sell ice to an Eskimo, etc. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I could. Why? Because I know a lot of people say, oh, you got to be passionate about what you're selling. I think it's great. I think it's fucking great. Like if you're passionate about shit like we are, I think it's a cherry on top.
Yeah.
But to make a lot of money, and you guys probably know this, like if you really think of this, to make a lot of money, there's a lot of multimillionaires and billionaires that aren't necessarily fucking passionate about water cap bottles, but found a solution, solved the problem, and made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Same shit inside of sales. It's like, you find a product, find the customers that you can solve a fucking problem for and make a shit ton of money. So I think people wait to be passionate about something to make a shit ton of money instead of saying, let me go find something that could solve a bunch of problems, make a shit ton of money, and then go fund a passion project.
But I think it's also just being passionate about sales in general.
Sure.
Like selling. Like
too.
But I think that's it. Like obviously, like you don't want to sell a fucking scam. Like as long as you know your product is solving a problem.
Correct.
At the end of the day, and you know this person could actually have use for this product, service, whatever. For me, at least, I'm speaking on myself, like I just love the sale.
Yeah. The transaction, dude. The thrill of the win.
Dude,
thrill of the hunt.
The greatest, I like to say the greatest thing in life is the flip. You know, grabbing something for this much and flipping it for that. Like for me, it's just the sale.
When
like
you get to send the contract, the contract.
And again, obviously on the basis of this person needs this thing. I'm not selling somebody something they don't need. Like, bro, do you think every car salesman loves Honda Civics?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, do you think every plant salesman loves trees? Like, no, bro. But at the end of the day, it's the love of the sale, the interaction, and knowing that somebody's getting some value out of whatever the product service may be. I think that's the thing. And I agree with you. Everyone's like, oh, I need to find what I'm passionate about before I start this business.
Yeah.
No. Join a business, learn it, and then figure out
make
what
money
your passion
too.
is, right?
Yeah.
People tend to go the opposite way.
Yeah,
and
it takes them like
they never do it, right? And maybe that's just an excuse.
Yeah, it's like they're so slow to fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's because it's like in their head, they're like, well, the winners never fail. Yeah. It's like, no, motherfucker, we did it 17 times this morning. It's just that you won't see it because it's just like we roll through the punches a lot quicker. That's why we get to yeses a lot quicker. Yeah. So they think, I always tell people, I'm like, when you think your fail or your little fucking problem is special, you've already given up because you think you're the only person going through the problem. I'm like, high performers actually probably fail 10 times quicker. And deal with a lot more bullshit. You just won't see it. They just get out of the nose a lot quicker. The other person's like, you know, I don't blame people. Like, again, it goes back. I understand the way people buy and the way they attack problems inside of life and the way they attack opportunities. I see it 24/7. I'm in events where people invest into opportunities and they want to change their life, etc. And I tell people at events, I'm like, listen, you've been sold a perfect life. That's why it's so slow for people to like start a business and go all in or start an investment or something. I'm like, you've been sold a perfect life. So your decisions are based on perfection. Like, go to school, get a perfect job, marry the most beautiful woman, have fucking money in your bank account, and then die happy. And then you realize, like, bro, this doesn't I can't even find the job after fucking school.
It doesn't work, bro.
Like, the perfection life that we've been sold, it's bullshit. But it's still in your subconscious. Like, so when you take an opportunity, I'm like, so I tell people, I say, listen, you're not looking for perfect, you're looking for better. You don't look for perfect. True. Like, if a client's giving me a difficult time, I'm like, listen, you asked me 18 questions on this phone call. You told me you want to make an extra $2,000 a month. I don't think we have a perfect business. If you want a perfect business, run away. But if you want better than what you currently have, maybe we can help you. People want better inside of life. They just don't know that, because you've been programmed perfect to like, I'm going to go into this business, going to make $1 million, going to be perfection. Or whatever. Like, your results guaranteed.
So in your opinion at this point, after how many years have you been doing this?
Straight 5.
Straight 5.
Yeah.
What would you say?
In training, sales.
In training.
14, we went to that in the beginning episodes.
What would you say the most important trait is in sales to have? For someone to have?
I think the first thing is the genuineness of understanding somebody. Okay. When you can really understand this, I think too many salespeople seek to just reply and they don't like seek to understand people.
Yes.
So they just run by people and people will tell you how to sell them 24/7.
If you pay attention.
Yeah, if you pay attention to people, like some people are just stupid. They don't like I watch people, bro. I said like, you know, some people just assume prior to like observing. It's like if a guy goes up to a girl and he sits down with her at the bar and buys her a shot because the seat was open. Well, fucking dummy. Why? Bro, you didn't ask if she's sitting with somebody. You get a shot glass over the head because her boyfriend's coming from the washroom, right? Because you just assumed automatically, oh, she's alone. Yeah. And I say people in business do this 24/7. Like I say, sometimes you sell people that are using competitors' products, don't even know they're using competitors' products because you didn't even ask, or they tell you they tell you a point where you should stop, park, and go a little bit deeper, but you just wanted to keep going on with a little bit of the sale, right? Yeah. So people will tell you how to sell them, whether you're extra, because yeah, of course, you know, everybody looks at a salesperson, good charisma, extrovert, etc. But I have a lot of good sales reps that are introverted and they do super well inside of sales, bro, because they ask good questions. They're kind of calm, cool, and collective. They're not like me. I like fucking speaking. It could shoot myself in the foot.
True.
But an introvert would listen.
Why do you think people, like, to bounce off that, why do you think generally salespeople are seen as like slimy? Like, you know what I mean? Like the classic car salesman. Everyone's like, bro, go to a dealership, it's just a bunch of slime balls there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why? No, but seriously,
it's true.
That's the classic thing. So why do you think people look at salesmen, saleswomen, salespeople, whatever, as slimy, like generally speaking?
Number one, the first thing is, well, I mean, it's the way it's portrayed inside of movies. Go look at all the fucking movies, right? You got to make it entertaining. So this is the way it's portrayed. Second thing is, everything's going to be slimy if the school system doesn't teach it. School system doesn't teach sales. No. When did you go up into a class and somebody taught you how to influence somebody and close a deal?
Facts.
Okay, so already right there, you're already an anomaly, and you look like, oh, you're taking an all-commission job?
Yeah.
You must be really pressuring for an all-commission job. Where in fucking reality, like, you have to be persistent and pressuring inside of life to get whatever you want. And you don't realize this until you're in difficult positions with your work, even if it's a fucking 9 to 5. You're like, shit, I got to sell inside of life. It's funny how everything comes at 360, right? But again, it's just the way it's portrayed. It's like, you can't beat inside of your head what you've been taught inside of school. So of course, when you get, you know, inside of life, you're gonna be like, oh, fuck, a salesperson slimy. Bro, we've never been taught this. Of course, they're pushing for a sale. Nobody told you have to close people in life. You're gonna learn, and it's not even just fucking closing people. It's like learn how to communicate with people because you're gonna have relationships in life. You know, so it's funny. Dude, I was watching a video right now before I came here. Guy goes up to Dana White. I think he's somewhere in the Middle East. Dude, Dana White. So, man, tell us how you make all your money. Did you guys see this clip?
No.
What he says? He's like, I sell fights.
I sell fights.
I sell fights.
Yeah.
He's like, I sell fights, all types of fights. Tell me a fight, power slap fight, UFC fight. I'm the best fighting salesperson.
Wow.
Say it how you want. He said it right there. He's like, this was last night, just coming in here. I'm like, click fucking save. Everybody loves fucking Dana White. At the end of the day, he knows how to sell a fight.
True.
Connor knows how to sell a fight. What are the cases? You know how to be engaging, communicate what people want, play towards the audience.
True.
Make it hyped up, look at the emotions of people, you know? So call it how you want, but I think you're going to always have to sell regardless inside of your life.
And I think there has been maybe bad apples across the past 5-10 years that have come into the industry as salespeople.
Correct.
And have not given such a genuine, you know,
Rep
or left a
sales.
genuine taste in people's mouth.
Well, I think that's because like social media gave people an
That
opportunity
platform.
to be fake.
Yes,
it's very
yes,
easy
yes.
to fake shit on social media.
Which now it's good. You know why I like social media? Because they're starting to weed out.
No, they're
you can
people
see through the fake
fucking
shit.
see it a mile away now, dude.
Yeah, it's starting to
even,
weed out.
Even people who aren't necessarily on social media the same way that we are, building a brand or whatever, they can see it too now, bro.
Yeah,
they're starting to see it too. They're like, wait a second, bro. That's not actually your Lamborghini, dude.
I
mean, like, wait a minute.
What can you show me now?
Yeah.
Like what substance do you have behind you?
Yeah, it's got to be real. The message has to be real. I think that's changing for sure on social media as people just tend to now their Instagram, you know, their fucking screen time is 10 hours a day.
Well, people can see through the fake shit now, you know? They've been on socials for a while now. At the beginning, the first couple of years of Instagram, you could fake it.
Yeah.
You could fake it a lot.
Like, to me, I probably said this on an earlier episode. Like, I knew what I was doing when I used to show my lifestyle off.
Of course.
Because I could break the mold from an individual, get them attention, but I could train sales for 24 hours straight with fucking hamburger in my thing. So if they come inside my proximity, I could train them. Which was different for other people. But now, since I'm like, well, fucking anybody can rent or lease a Lamborghini, you're just desensitized to it.
You were the first McLaren, bro.
Yeah, in Toronto.
You were the first McLaren in Canada, bro. This guy had the first McLaren in Canada, dude.
Yeah, like in our head.
Literally.
You know, like promoted it.
For me, yeah.
But it's, and shit, you know it's funny too? Like, I don't know if you guys know, I used to put my handles on my car at Daniel G.
Yep.
So, you know, a lot of people would rip on me, right? Like, I'd get people on all 3 cars. I drove, the Lambo was my first one, and then I had the Bentley and the McLaren. Always had at Daniel G at the back, right? And I wasn't a car guy, bro, so I just knew I was promoting. Like driving promotion, film promotion, both in my head, right?
Yeah.
Walk-in promoter, come in, I'll teach you fucking sales. So everybody used to rip on me, and then it was like, because I used to get messages, bro, you fucked up your McLaren. How you gonna put it at Daniel? And I'm talking to my boys. I'm like, if they even knew, I don't even fucking care about these things, bro. I just fucking buy it because it looks cool.
It's promo, yeah.
No, like to me, I'm not a car guy. Like this is reality. I'm not a car guy. Just like my friends appreciate my cars more than I appreciate it.
It's like a billboard.
I beat it up like a fucking Honda. My car. You know, I tossed it back to them. Fucking lease, take it back, bro.
The snow, the McLaren in the fucking snow.
Literally.
We're gonna do.
I think I had snow tires on the McLaren and my Lambo.
I seen you just walking out with the robe into the McLaren. Bro. That's what I'm like. That's my
right.
guy.
I did drive this in the snow.
That's kind of the thing. But again, you bought those cars knowing it was going to help you promo, but you knew that you could go beyond just the promo.
Correct. I knew. Right? I said, shit. This is somebody's head. Who's the douchebag in a robe in a McLaren? Click on his profile. Oh fuck, he actually knows what he's talking about. Got you.
Yeah.
And even like, so I was getting to this example. A month and a half ago, 2 months, I was speaking at a Remax Toronto conference in Toronto. Flew in there. Guys on stage, and I was curious, right? Because like sometimes like my shit happens so fast, I don't know like who or where the person found me, how this deal happened. I'm on stage, so like I kind of just we're ending the event. I'm like, dude, I have a question for you. I'm like, how the fuck did you find me? Because I think we were on the thing of social media. I'm like, how'd you find me? He's like, actually, it's a funny story. He's like, I was in Vaughan in Woodbridge Avenue, right? So I was probably at my nunna's house with my McLaren,
Legendary.
right? With my McLaren, like just right outside Woodbridge Avenue, right there. And he's like, I seen your hashtag at Daniel G, right? He's like, I showed it to my friends. He's like, and then he's like, I never seen you again. And then, they shared another one of your videos. Some guy was like shitting on your video. He's like, bro, I went through all your stuff again and it was fucking great. But he's like, I found you through the hashtag. And I'm like, bro, I told people, I'm like, this is what it's all about. Like, like this is attention, commodity. And then I'm like, and then you bring them in, but you got to make sure when you break the mold from an individual, you can keep them on the page, Like you can actually provide something where they can stay on.
Of course.
Okay.
And I don't fight for unanimous love either. Like to me, I already knew that. Like I never had to go through. I know some people like care about like the hater shit. Like I already knew this because we talked before. I'm like, there's no such thing as unanimous love. Like fucking like, bro, you posted a funny video this morning. It brought attention to me. Like when you posted the Cristiano Ronaldo video, I was dying, right? I was just laughing, and I'm like, I was looking at Cristiano Ronaldo. Aside from your skit with him, right? I was looking at Cristiano. I'm like, dude, it's so crazy how this motherfucker's hated.
I know.
Like, it's just nuts,
The
like,
bigger you are, the more you'll the more
it's just like when people are like, yo, I don't want to be hated. I'm like, Cristiano Ronaldo's fucking hated. There's assholes that are like, he sucks. It's like, come on. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi's hated. Cristiano Ronaldo's hated. Like, like
Dana White's hated.
Dana White's hated. Sure. Like, it's like you don't fight for unanimous love inside of business. That cripples people from building business.
Of course.
Like promoting big or yelling or whatever the case is.
Listen, we're gonna do some rapid fire.
Yeah, let's
But
roll.
before that, I gotta ask you a question because you're my boy, and I see your lifestyle's crazy. You're traveling. What's your plan more on a personal level, family, that sort of stuff? Do you have plans for that?
Yeah, I think it's starting more to like, listen, in the beginning stages of new projects, you're in hustle mode. Like when you guys start off the fucking podcast, bro, you're in fucking, oh shit, all this thing's coming at once. I'm in hustle mode. You don't have times. Like, there's, and I started a new project, bro, inside it. Like, listen, family and all this stuff would have came quicker if I stayed in Toronto and kept building up my agency. Couple of bucks, $1 million, $2 million a month. Sure, bro.
Yeah.
Like, like would have had a nice house, Lakeshore Road, chill out there. No, but I decided like, when I seen that, I was good at the sales training thing, I burned the bridges and moved to Miami. Like December 9th, 2021 on my birthday. I said, fuck it, I'm never going back to Toronto again.
Yeah.
And I knew, again, I'm going to an imbalanced part of my life. I'm going to shoot for something that's a little bit bigger, and there's going to be a little bit of disruption. It's going to get a little bit fucking crazy. And I'm just back in that mode where I'm not going to have balance right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't give myself, I think people struggle with themselves like, oh, I should have wife and kids by now. Cause like I just said, I turned 30.
Yeah.
Right?
Same, bro.
In December 9th. You too?
June, yeah.
In June, next year.
This past
Already
year.
30.
Yeah.
So bro, it's like, we all have timelines inside of life. The businesses just start growing for us, both of us, just at different levels. And I think maybe in the next couple years, I want to be with somebody, bro. I don't want somebody that gets like 2 seconds of my time.
Yeah,
it's true.
I want somebody that's either can be with me or I can be with them and I'm fully present. If I have kids right now,
yeah,
like
good luck. How?
It's
So you don't really believe in balance while you're in the grind.
No, I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
I think any great any great business person in the world will fucking say this. Like LeBron James doesn't have balance. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, he's
think
not
people
LeBron
just-
James if you have balance.
people are just in
Trump doesn't
denial a
have
bit.
balance.
Yeah.
Trump isn't balanced,
Of course not.
right?
Yeah.
I want it. Whatever balance he's on is the balance I want. Straight up.
He's
I'm
in
gonna be honest
balance.
with
It's like whatever, and I'm sure we discussed this too, but I'm like, whatever society has like deemed us as balance is fucking bullshit. It's
true.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. So it creates stress and anxiety because you're like, yo, man, I'm doing such good at my business, but I'm lacking right here. Okay, pal, it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to master something and figure out, but then you start thinking of like, okay, what are to me, it's not balance. It's like, what are the core priorities now? Before first it's mind, body, business.
Yes.
Before we didn't know this, it was business, business, business. Then you're like, oh fuck, my body feels like shit, my business feels like shit. Right? So then you start thinking of this again. I'm like, the business thing is not as important as the health thing. The health thing now becomes more important than the business thing.
Yeah.
Like I now know, like, okay, I gotta at least learn how to balance these two things out right here. Because these two things drive my life.
It's tough. I almost think that there will, for guys like us and anybody listening that is in a similar mindset, grind and
Driven.
wants to build a business, is driven. I don't know if you'll ever have real balance.
It's another fake dream.
And
you know that
even
they
with
sell you.
and even with a family, like, because I think about this all the time as well. Like, I don't know if I'll ever have real balance, even when I have kids. Like, I don't think Daniel G, with a wife and three sons, three little Daniels,
just see me
is gonna
petting them on the
actually gonna
couch.
be like, you'll never do that, bro.
Yeah.
You'll never do that.
That's
bro.
why I said balance is a term made up for
Yeah,
who?
yeah.
So it stresses you out because they give you this 25% lifestyle or whatever it is, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, like 20 health, 20 this, 20 this, 20 this.
Yeah,
and you're like,
okay.
it's impossible. Like, you know, if you see anything of big, we're in this house, a motherfucker had to make a lot of money and be completely imbalanced to have his house. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I just don't shoot for it. And I say there's going to be maybe one day inside of my life, dude, who knows, man? Who actually knows? There might be one day inside of life where it's 360s for us, where we're like completely just in with family.
Yeah.
Because we're such obsessive personality types.
True.
And then the business thing, we might learn how to scale that. We're like, maybe that's not so freaking important.
Yeah.
And we're now so imbalanced with family and we're the best, you know, the family father figures in the world. And you're like, who would have ever fucking thought Daniel G, huh?
Yeah.
You know? I'll probably turn it.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But I'm just saying you'll still be imbalanced with family because I think the mother of three's fucking imbalanced, bro. She doesn't have balance. She's taking care of 3 fucking kids.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
You
see
know,
what
she
you're
like
saying.
this is what I mean. It's like
Yes.
and then she's trying to stress out like, oh, I don't have this business, dude. You have such a big leadership role. You're balancing 3 kids because we can never fucking do this right now.
course.
Yeah, no chance.
You know,
Yeah.
so I think when we try to strive, that's what society does. They try to put you in the basket, you know,
Yeah.
and then you're like, all right, let me get to the top of this shit, and then you get to the top and you're like, oh fuck, that wasn't me in the first place,
Yeah.
or you never even get there, right? So it's
Yeah.
just like you just do whatever just
Which
feels best for you.
Yeah, which is I was just about to say, which is why, like, as much as you need your plan, your 1, 2, 5 year plan, you also just got to take things day by day, bro.
Yeah.
Because the as much as you plan for yourself, when you start planning too hard and trying to follow this fucking guide for that 1, 5, 3 year plan, you become miserable, like on the day to day, because you're like, fuck, I should have ran today because I was trying to get a 6-pack app, but the thing was my business needed me 13 hours today instead of 8. Now and then you're just spinning, bro. All of a sudden you're in this fucking cyclone.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree with you. Yeah, 100%. I think, bro, I did a live stream before we came here in the car. I said the only thing that I'll make sure always of inside of my head is that I'll never stop dreaming. This, bro, we get caught up is, think of this, and I know you guys probably go through this too as well. So we start off, you know, we're working whatever we got before these businesses, and we get into business. And we're like, oh, fuck, this is cool. Like, you know, I dreamed of having something like this, you know? Or you started dreaming the beginning of your business because now you got a little lick of it. You're like, oh, shit, you know, these guys are coming on my show season 1. So now you have these little dreams and then everything kind of becomes desensitized because you get a whole bunch of people in, there's a whole bunch of attention. And then sometimes you have these months where you're a little bit low energy because nobody's ever told us to like, yo, keep dreaming and recreate your dreams because business got so logical.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like you lost the emotional component of your business, which drives the business in the beginning. The
first place,
like the thing that drove the business in the beginning was a fucking dream.
That's it.
And then some people, they start dying out. Like you could see it in their face because they stopped the dream. Like, bro, last week I was in Tulum. That day I was here before, like the day before I seen you guys. Dude, I was just on the beach dreaming again. Like bigger dreams that got me fucking excited. Like dreams that were scary, that were exciting. That I could wake up to at nighttime like, oh my God, okay, I'm in a dream, you know?
Yeah.
We stopped doing this somehow.
Yeah.
We stopped the emotional part of business. And it's like, there might be people watching right now, like you and I, we may have lived out some of our dream moments already, you know, and we got to like recreate them again and we don't even know.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true.
So
Shit moves fast, bro.
yeah, it moves fast. Exactly.
Like just you were just saying too, you're flying around, you're going to Chile tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you're like desensitized to it a little bit too.
Correct.
You know,
of course.
it happens.
Yeah.
You kind of got to recenter yourself. And I was telling you this, that's why we came to Tulum, right? What's the balance in here? We're here for 30 days. We're going to just work, rest,
relax, work. Yeah.
right?
Get away from certain things, change the scene. Yeah.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to look back and say, you know, damn, what would 2019 Daniel G be thinking about his life in 2023, the life you're living today? Like, it would have been a fucking dream for him.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
But you knew it was going to happen.
You knew it was going to happen. You worked for it, but here you are now just living in it instead of being like, hey, I'm fucking grateful for it. This is crazy that I actually achieved what I wanted. But then B, the point you're making where it's like, okay, what's my next set of dreams? What's my next set of goals that take me to the next level so that in 2026, 2023, Daniel G is going to be like, fuck, I wish I was doing that. And then you're there.
Yeah.
Right?
Now the goal for us is to not limit ourselves, because I can guarantee you, like being where we're from, probably had a little bit of limits inside of our head. Now my goal is to always be like, hey, think a little bit bigger. Because you might be looking at somebody and saying, okay, I want to be like that person now. But like, dude, you did that in the beginning. You destroyed everybody. Yeah. This is what I think of my head. I'm like, do something where it's a little bit disruptive now. Yes. Like, you know, be a little bit more disruptive. Because in the beginning, the streams were a little bit safe. I'm like, it has to be a little bit more disruptive, where it's a little bit more scary, where nobody else has done it. That's the way I'm thinking now. I'm thinking.
Well, first for you is probably biggest guy in Toronto, then Ontario, then it became Canada,
and then international.
Then, can I get into the States? Then it's like, whoa, now I'm in fucking South America. Okay, how do I make this thing global? You know, which is like a dream that not many people will ever have, or they'll dream it for a second and be like, no, too big.
Correct.
You know?
Yeah.
Just keep pushing that to that next level.
That's why I always say, it's like, you know, I left the city. It's good that you mentioned that. Like, I left the city when there was a guy, when they came to my office, he's like, yo, bro, I get back to Carson. Yo, man, you know, I heard this guy when, you know, talk shit about you. I'm like, all right, man, just get back to work. And then another guy came back up to me. He's like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. A guy coming up to me, he's like, yo, bro, this guy wants to come meet you. Can he come to the office? And then at the end of the night, my friend's like, bro, you're like fucking talk of the town right now in Mississauga, right? Mississauga. Yeah. And I looked and I said, yeah, it's fucking cool. I'm like, this is a problem. It's Mississauga.
Yeah.
I look around. I'm like, I don't want to be the fucking talk of the town here. I'm like, I don't want to be the talk of the town. It's no disrespect. Mississauga.
It's too small. It's too small.
Yeah, it's too
big
small.
Big fish in a small pond.
You know, like I already did one event. That's it. Anthony, Ernesto, and Matt came out. I need more. Like, you know, like this is it. There's not going to be, because I'm only going to get a little bit. Out of every single city, you're only gonna get a little bit. You know, like
so
400 or 500, 1,000 people in a city. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stay here the whole fucking time and just try to keep milking it. It's gonna get boring, right?
And we spoke too that you noticed that there's even more love outside of the city for yourself, and people appreciate your messaging more.
Yeah, correct. Judgment comes into cities, first of all. Like, judgment comes in. It's kind of like anything. I think your warm marketplace will always judge you more than your cold marketplace, right? Yeah. This is just life. It's like if you get in and you start a new business, if nobody knows who the fuck you are, they care about your posture right now. But if somebody knows me from 5 years ago, they don't care about your posture right now. They take you for who you were DJing.
Yeah.
So now you got to build on this credibility for another 5 fucking years. That's why I say, like, fuck that. I love the cold strangers. I love it. Like, I love when nobody knows who the heck I am. It's so much better. They don't know who the heck you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They take you for who you are right now.
In the moment.
Yeah, in the moment. And there's so many of them. That's how you build a business, you know? You guys know the same shit.
Well, when I first saw you on stage, I didn't know who you were.
Right.
And I had no judgment, right? So I just saw you and I was like,
just a trainer.
This is amazing.
Yeah. But then my other friends were like, dude, 2 years ago, this guy was, I don't know, cutting shawarma.
Yes, kind of.
I worked
were you though?
I did. I worked at Pita Land when I was in sales.
Oh, yes.
So think of that. Like, what I'm saying is, like, think of me working at Pita Land 16, 17 or something, and my boys were in the parking lot at Timmy's, and then they see a sales trainer 10 years down the road.
Yeah.
This guy's a scammer.
Yeah. True.
And the perception thing is funny, right? Because then, so he sees you, has no idea who you are, goes, this is crazy.
Yeah, you actually, we always talk about that.
Comes to the office the next day, goes, bro, Sorrells, this guy, you should have seen him, bro. The energy,
I remember you guys
the way
saying
he
this.
has it.
Bro, I brought him my notes. I brought him my notes.
So all of a sudden, I brought his notes out, bro. So all of a sudden, now my first perception of you is, oh, this guy's a fucking G, bro.
Correct.
This is crazy. No pun intended. Down G,
Double
but
yes.
I go, this is fucking nuts. And so, like, that perception, the way it works is so funny.
Yeah,
right. It's like
yeah.
I didn't know Daniel G from 5 years ago cutting shawarma. I knew Daniel G as the guy that I love and respect. And you changed his mind, so I was like, "Whoa,
yeah,
okay,
already edified, already edified, perfect." Didn't know who I was, he didn't judge me for who I was in the past, so he gave me the perfect referral to his friend.
Correct.
And we noticed the same thing with the podcast.
Same shit.
We were in the podcast in Toronto, fucking 50, 60, 70 episodes. All of a sudden, we go to Miami. What the fuck? Oh, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
you guys are doing a podcast.
All of a sudden, guess at the level in Miami that same level in Toronto would have never came on our show.
Correct.
But in Miami, they're like, "Fuck, you guys traveled all the way here to do a season in Miami."
Right. Now I have a question for you guys. When you guys went back to Toronto, how was
it's changed?
It's big different now.
What was the shift? No, I know, of course, your guys' credibility has changed. That's an obvious.
Yeah.
But the vibe, is it now more love because you guys fucking crushed it for the last year on the road? Like me, now is there a lot more love, a lot more respect?
It's all love.
It's all love now.
It's even at the point where it's like, even if they don't watch the podcast, they know of it.
Right.
Their friend watches it.
Right.
And speaks highly of us. And they just go, yo, they'll be honest. I watch the show, watch every episode. Love you guys. Awesome. Or it's like, hey, to be completely honest with you, never watched the show, but I've heard so many good things about you guys. You know, keep it up. You guys are putting on for the city. Now it's oh, you guys are putting on for the city. Right.
Yeah.
But
before it's like we're embarrassing the city. You know?
But before it was, bro, you guys are getting 50 views. You fucking losers, bro. Stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like you guys are putting on for the city. So, but we love it and whatever, man. Like anything. At the end of the day, and that was another thing.
But that was a driver for us. Like that motivated us. It's like, yo, why don't people around us like fuck with us right now?
Yeah.
It motivated us to go to Miami.
Yeah, that's same here. Likewise, same thing.
But
right?
even I think there was a moment that I'll speak for both of us that we were salty about it straight up.
Of course.
That we were like, bro, why are we getting more love from fucking strangers in Miami? Than from like people
at the airport in Texas.
Bro, stop it. Money back. Bro, we're at a Dallas Cowboys game.
We have a joke, dude. I have this big. Okay. So I have a joke, dude. Every single airport that I go into, I get picked up first of all.
Yeah.
And not just picked up with flowers because I'm doing an event. People are coming to the airport.
Yeah, crazy.
Dude, I landed every single airport, but I landed, I don't remember what it was, man. I tripped out here. I landed in Lebanon like a month ago, okay? And I told the event host, please nobody pick me up because it's going to be so late. Just call me a driver, that's it. Like, you know, your team, nobody has to come out. Audience, nobody has to come out. Don't tell them I'm landing at 4 a.m. And like, you know, I just picked up my baggage luggage, you know, snapped it, like put it on my stories, just picking up Lebanon, then go through the customs, right? Customs like 30 minutes, an hour, you know, like 5-10 people were outside the airport because they just see me post there, right? I guess we're going to the event or not going to the event. And I have a joke. I'm like, dude, that's like, you know, Middle East, thousands of miles away, right? And I'm thinking to my friends, I'm like, dude, I come to Toronto, right? When I used to come into Toronto, I'm like, my brother would be like, dude, call a fucking Uber back
literally.
Right? You come out and you're like, wow, man, I was in Colombia. There was 50 people at the airport in Colombia. You know, you're living this life. So I say that's always the motivator for me. It's like, you need to have, I think, like we said before, I'm like, you need to have a little bit of the chip on your shoulder plus a little bit of the gratitude. Both of them. It's like, you can't, anybody that says they're not motivated by a chip on their shoulder is bullshitting. You know, like you have to have this in the beginning stage to have the chip on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It's funny. But yeah, you got to use it as motivation. And then you got to just, I think us being salty about not getting love in Toronto actually benefited us.
Of course.
Because we took it personal, bro. And that's going back to the emotion in business.
Yeah.
You got to take shit personal.
Unless you're a bitch. Like
facts.
this is
you just accept it, right?
Unless you're a bitch, because dude, it's so good, man, that you brought this up, because some people don't think like this is part of business. It's emotional, and only if you're a bitch you quit. It shouldn't be emotional. Like you should. I always tell people this. I say, if comparing yourself of the reality of your life right now gets you a little bit, you know, sad, then fucking quit.
Yeah.
It should get you angry a little bit and be like, it's like sales. If comparing yourself to somebody at the top in business or a top podcast, that demotivates you, get the fuck out of business or get out of sales if it demotivates you looking at the top. Like, because I know the comparison message, like, you know, don't compare yourself to other individuals or don't compare your lifestyle. I'm like, yeah, in one case, but in the other case, it's like, dude, we fucking do this in sports. If you're at the bottom, you look at the people at the top, you know you're playing like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, I think, you know, comparing yourself of the reality of your life is always the biggest wake up call. And we don't want to. Some people don't want to look at that shit. Like if you're fucking zero in your bank account, people don't like to get to reality, bro. If I look at somebody and I say, how much money do you have? Well, I don't know. Just stare at your fucking 47 cents because it's gonna motivate you every single day. This is the reality of your life,
dude. I'm with you 100%, and we are this dude. We take everything personally.
Yeah.
If there was cameras around this fucking house, just in the last 5-6 days we've been here,
just in the last 24 hours, to be honest, bro.
You know
what the fuck? Daniel G doesn't respect our podcast, bro. What the fuck's up with this guy, bro? He's an hour and a half late. Who the fuck does he think he is? Who the fuck does he think he is, bro? He's an hour and a half late. Fuck this guy, bro.
Almost canceled the fucking
we were actually chanting your name before you came. You remember that? When I say Daniel, you say G. Daniel G.
No, but it's real, bro. It's real. Like, you know how many times we didn't get a guest because we didn't have 700,000 views, and how many times someone didn't show us love because we didn't have this many followers and stuff. And bro, we take it personal, right? But when I take it personal or he takes it personal, then we get fucking riled up together and we get back to work and we go.
Yeah.
But there's been times where, like, let's say we've been around some of our just like hometown boys and we're getting fucking emotional about this shit, and they're like, bro, shut up, bro. That's fucking Andrew Schultz, bro. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Yeah, he doesn't today. But trust me, he's gonna give a fuck about me, in a year from now. Like that's how we take it personal. Like, because I want to get to that level. So if I'm just gonna say, yeah, he's bigger than me, she's bigger than, they got a bigger following. Yeah, I shouldn't be so emotional about it. I'm not built for this. Get fucking pissed off. Bro.
This is life.
Get fucking mad, bro. You know,
it's one of two ways. It's either something bad happens to you, or you get rejected, or things don't go your way. It's either gonna demoralize you, or you're gonna get fired up. We're the type of guys. You're the type of guy.
But actually, like, I'm realizing, I think fired up is pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get fucking mad.
Dude, this is like, when you're like, like you're talking about sales in the beginning, like what's, the number one trait? It's like, you are your biggest influencer inside of life. So if you're your biggest influencer because you talk to yourself all day more than anybody else, like, right? You influence yourself more than anybody else. And then you look at it, the easiest way to motivate yourself is by pain, not by pleasure. It's not by fucking pleasure, bro. Nobody in life, dude, if people are motivated by pleasure, everybody drive a fucking Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But I know, like I know I can't motivate somebody like, hey, bro, you could make $1 million. Nobody fucking moves. People motivate by being fired up their ass. Like think of this. When there was a pandemic happening, what was the message and how did they sell everybody? Because it's a sale. The news, everything's a fucking sale. How did they sell people? Go outside and you will die. That's the message. It doesn't say it like that, but it says it like that.
Yeah.
People fucking stay inside.
Fear, bro.
But watch this. If somebody goes on the fucking news tonight and says, like us, yo, go for a run. You will have 6-pack abs, work every single day, build a business. Fuck that. I'm not going to go do it.
True.
But go outside and you'll die and you'll stay in. So I always say, you have to, like, your standards inside of life, the way you push yourself has to be a little bit different, and you have to be a little bit sick in your head. I was telling the audience this yesterday. I said, stop maybe motivating yourself with the Lamborghini. Say, if I don't do this by tomorrow, I don't see mama for 10 years.
Yeah.
You don't book 5 meetings today, Sally, because you're in fucking sales and you think it's hard. Good. You get fired from your fucking business. Now what? Can't feed your kids. Now what? Now you got a different fucking game to play. Now you look like think of your friends fucking laughing at you. This is how I built up my business. I don't want to have an empty office. I don't want to have fucking 50 views on my shit. I think it's embarrassing that I'm calling myself a great sales trainer. I have fucking 50 views on my shit. No, fuck that.
So you're saying kind of look at the worst that can happen instead of the best?
Yeah.
It's if you don't do it,
this is a human being.
This
is how a human being, like, I want to make sure, like, hey, there's always a fire on my ass. If there's no fire up your ass, you lose, bro.
True.
You lose. Fucking Blockbuster. Lose. Bye. Netflix. You're like, oh, we're doing sick. People coming to buy popcorn. No, fucking goodbye, bro. You had no fire up your ass. You should have thought about
rented a movie $5. Yeah.
You should have thought about Wi-Fi, internet, digital streaming, but no fire up your fucking ass. You're not looking behind you. So even when you're at the top, you got to find ways to, you got to look at people behind you and be like, yo, these people are coming to eat me.
That's the thing with comfort too. You can't get comfortable. Once you start doing it.
Yeah, that's me. I do this 24/7. I never take, that's why I'm still like, right. I have chapters in my life, and this chapter in my life, I noticed was called like leverage. I labeled it leverage because I chapter out all the points of my life. I want to know where I stand. Like, hey, what is this chapter in my life right now? Okay, it's work ethic and hustle. This one's called leverage. So now I know how to say yes and no to things. You know what I mean? And I said, oh, that's dangerous because now you're going to get a little bit picky. If you get a little bit picky, you're going to get selective, get a little bit selective, you're going to get comfortable. So I'm like, I'm back in that yes phase where if somebody's like, yo, let's go do this. I'm like, fucking let's do it. Cause like, I don't know what's going to happen after this one.
True.
You know?
Yep.
Sometimes you're in that leverage thing and you get a little bit picky because now you can say yes and no to things.
Yeah.
But you forgot that a lot of the best shit that happened inside of our business were spontaneous moments.
You just
You know,
said
by
yes
just saying
and
yes to
went.
this one
Yeah.
fucking guest just shifted everything.
Yeah.
We don't know when somebody watched you as that one guest that sparked everything. You know, that you had
Yeah.
one guest and then this guy watched and he's like, yo, I want to do something with you guys, right?
Sure.
So
Yeah, I think the comfort thing's important. I think the way you battle being comfortable in your successes is continuously trying to innovate. Because when you're innovating, you're discovering new things, and that puts you right back at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we build this podcast, cool, okay, great. Now we're like, yo, we want to build a fucking network. Do we know how to do that? Not really. No, but fuck it, we're gonna just
We're gonna
try it.
find out.
You know, and all of a sudden we're back at the bottom.
Yeah,
where
putting all the
MBH
puzzles
TV
together, yeah.
is the fucking smallest network.
right.
Okay, cool, beautiful.
play.
Now we can build again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think
you have a
people gotta
dream. You have comparison, bro.
Yes.
This is what I mean. You have the
Yes.
comparison. Go now. You have top stations in Canada. Be like these motherfuckers. How are we gonna get here?
Yeah.
This is great. You need to be like I'm a fucking piece of shit right now in the marketplace.
Dude, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We're looking and saying, okay, networks. All right, Barstool, No Jumper, Valuetainment.
Right.
We're nowhere near these guys. We're not
Right.
even 1% of them.
Right.
But those are the targets now. So now we've raised that bar and we are fucking the scum of networks.
Right.
And let's build again.
Right.
Right? But so many people could have just been like,
Somebody
yo,
would tell you right now, Anthony, talk nice about yourself.
yeah.
Talk
No,
nicer.
No, 100%.
Yeah, but you gotta build a business,
And people
bro,
would have
of
been like,
course.
bro, why don't you guys just stick to just doing your podcast and that's it?
Right.
Because, bro, that's too easy.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's what people do say in their head. They're like,
Yeah.
why are these guys gonna build out
We
a
have big
network?
appetites, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
We want
You
it
know?
all, bro. We want it all.
Time for some
or
rapid fire,
what?
bro. Let's rapid
Bro, we got
fire
some
this.
fucking joke shit, okay? We're
Okay,
going to pull
let's
some
go,
stuff out. I'm so curious
We're
to see what
doing.
you have
We're
to
gonna.
say.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do our smash or pass. Okay.
Okay.
Not what you think
Not
right
broads,
now.
don't worry.
Smash
Okay.
means that it's good. You're down.
I'm actually saying smash or pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pass is like you're not.
And you
down.
could give like a quick context.
People are gonna clip this up so well after.
So are we.
So are we, bro. Okay.
We say one name in the podcast, Melinda smash, bro. That wasn't it.
I'm gonna list out a bunch of guys, you know, business coaches, entrepreneurs,
Easy.
big names.
And you want me to say smash?
No, but smash like you
No.
like them or you don't.
Smash,
you think
like you agree with their message, you agree with the way that they operate.
people are gonna take this out of context.
No,
so
no,
heavily.
they're not.
We're no.
Okay,
guys.
is this a game?
It's a game.
You guys
It's a
already,
real game.
No, I know this game, Smash Pass, but I'm like, you guys played this one before?
Yeah, yeah,
Or on
yeah.
the test dummy.
No.
Because you're
We're
gonna
go
name
for
out
it.
a dude a coach, and I'm gonna say Smash.
No, but
And now they're gonna be like,
No,
okay,
no,
okay.
no,
No, but then you
Okay,
can
okay.
give. But then you can give like
You're
a.
gonna accept some context to back
No,
my ass
you,
up.
you can do it. So like, yo. So
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
All right.
Who
Here
we
we
got
go.
first?
Smash or pass. Tony Robbins.
Smash.
Yeah. Why?
Top of the top.
Top of
It's
the
all.
top.
It's like, you know, people. Yeah, there's a lot of people inside the industry that nobody will ever emulate. You
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of people that people try to emulate.
Uh-huh.
Whatever people say, he's done his stuff the best, and people try to follow his line, just like Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins. These guys are legends.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah. Okay. Boom.
Smash or pass. Grant Cardone.
Smash.
Yeah.
Smash.
Great. Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, it's not like I'm up to date with everything they do.
Sure.
I know where people came from and what they did before. Like, I know Grant in the beginning stages, how he's doing what we're doing, putting thousands of miles on the road
Yeah.
and working his ass off. And nobody's seen that he was a car sales trainer before he ever went fucking online. You know? So, like, he knows what he's fucking doing. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Name me another sales trainer, I might say fucking pass.
Okay. How about this one? Smash or pass. Alex Hormozy.
Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, great too as well, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's wicked. I think when you look at him beyond just what he says and the words, he really, you know, he understands people and psychology of business and sales and marketing. You know, amazing. Yeah, phenomenal. Smash.
Okay. Smash all day.
Smash or pass. Iman Gadzi.
Don't know.
Don't know enough.
Okay.
No.
You
I
still
don't
gotta do
know.
a couple dates with him to figure it out.
Yeah, don't know
Okay,
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All good. Smash or pass. Jordan Belfort.
Pass.
Pass.
People are what?
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
pass,
Why?
yeah.
Why though?
No, just because, like, I mean, if you take the movie, it's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah.
Of course, like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
everybody's like, it's fucking sick. But then you just said him. You didn't say Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
This is where
no, no,
motherfuckers
no.
get confused.
Okay.
No, actually, him, the real
Jordan
guy.
Belfort.
Okay, so he scammed people.
Yeah.
So it's like it's cool. The movie's cool. It looks funny. But then when you like go into real life, it's like, wait, the guy took a lot of savings and a lot of money from innocent individuals. If you go look at even a podcast between Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone.
Oh, I saw that one.
And you're like, man, why is Grant Cardone so angry and stuff? Because then he just realized, he's like, oh, I'm playing with somebody that literally went to jail for scamming somebody.
Yeah.
What are we doing here right now? Number two, how does Jordan Belfort be Jordan Belfort now?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't play at my level. I would destroy him right now inside of sales training.
Let's go.
Wait.
We need that. We need to see that.
No. How does he get to this level? Why is Jordan Belfort Jordan Belfort?
From the movie.
The movie. Yeah.
But if nobody coming out of jail, if nobody said, hey, let's make this XYZ movie out of you, let's turn it big, boom, write a book, and people edify it.
Yeah.
Of course, 150%.
Yeah.
But if you look at the bottoms of it, just like we talked about in the beginning stage of the podcast, I wish people could listen to it, sales is about finding a solution that solves a problem and helping somebody better their life.
Yeah.
People are scammed for tens of millions of dollars. So to me, yeah, of course, 150% pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smash or pass David Meltzer?
David Meltzer. Oh, I like David.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, smash.
Smash? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
David's cool. I haven't done a lot of stuff with him, but we went back and forth. David's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Cool
very
guy.
good guy.
We
Yeah.
had him on the show. He's cool.
Yeah, I think I seen that too, right? At his stadium.
Yes. Okay. Smash or pass Andy Frisella.
Man, don't know enough.
Okay.
Just fucking Andy was a badass. I just don't know a lot of his
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
but
75
fucking-
hard.
Andy's a fucking badass.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of his content. Never watched enough of his content.
Yeah.
I don't know if he posts actively right now. I don't know if he's constantly putting out social media,
Yeah.
but his shit used to be fucking amazing too. Yeah.
Okay.
And changed a lot of lives, bro. Like
Ton.
Yeah.
Okay, fired up.
Smash.
Last one.
Smash or pass PBD?
Smash.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're all
Patrick
smashing.
Bet David. It's great.
Everyone's
You want to know
smashing.
a funny story before we end it off? I got into. I just trained Patrick Bet David's company like last month too. Actually,
Really?
funny enough, PHP
yeah?
agency.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in Fort Lauderdale where you guys were. It's funny how life goes to 360. But I started, bro, 2017. I was in Gatineau, Quebec, because I was doing medical device sales. And I'm like, yo, let me start this online thing. Like, let me start training sales. So I start going to live streams, 4 or 5 people on my live streams, you know? And then I turned to my business partner. I'm like, yo, man, we should start training these schools. So we started training these like colleges in Ottawa and Gatineau. Nobody really knows this, but I'm like, oh, this shit is fun, bro. I'm teaching like, okay, man, let's keep doing these live streams. And my friend's like, yo, you know this thing called podcast now, right? Like, this is before podcasts were podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's fucking do it. I'm like, what do we do? He's like, bro, we just interview people. I'm like, who? I don't fucking know nobody. Right? He's like, dude, look at all these books. 'Cause I had this big library, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, look at all these books. So I'm going through these books and I'm typing. I think it was like maybe like one of Grant's books, and I see like an interview, or I see Patrick on YouTube from typing in Grant's name. So I'm like getting into this YouTube game. I wasn't heavy on it. I see Patrick go through a lot of his videos. Wow, this guy's fucking insane. Started studying Patrick Bet David. And one day, I can't remember who I hit up. I think it was one of the people that used to work with him. I don't know if he works with him now. I think his name's Mario. I hit up Mario. I found, like a DM, right? I had a few thousand followers on Instagram at the time. Hey man, would love to have Patrick on my podcast.
Wow.
Podcast. There's no podcast. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Didn't exist.
Oh, you were hitting him up for a podcast you didn't even
Yeah, I
have?
just wanted to fucking do it on a live stream, but
Yeah.
fucking...
This guy thought you were from the future, dude.
Hey, can you send me over your assistant's calendar? I looked at my business partner and said, you're the assistant, bro. Take it away. Right?
Yeah.
So, boom. His first ever episode I've ever done in my life was with Patrick Bet David on Zoom in 2017 or 2018. Right. So, and that conversation, talking to him, I messaged him like a year later, like, hey, bro, that conversation shifted me to getting into a little bit more business, etc. So he played a major influence inside of my life too, as well. So, and his culture is amazing, by the way, like behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sales culture and what he's built out, his actual companies, like his insurance agency. I know like some of his top reps and stuff like that. Like they're running the real gig over there.
He's the top of the top, bro.
Yeah.
He's the 1%.
Yeah.
Legendary guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Only good things. Okay, before we end it, we want to do one more thing. We want to role play a little sales moment.
Got it.
So, I mean, you're the guy, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to pick a product, service, whatever, and you got to sell us on it.
You want to just anything?
Maybe one of the last 5 things that you've done. Sales
Dude,
training
let's
for.
let's make it a lot more fun.
Okay.
Do it.
Let's make it a lot more fun. You pick a fucking product. Let's grab it.
Okay.
Come on, bro. I'm playing with you guys.
No, let's do it. Jay, give me the Air Force One there.
Oh, that's an easy sell.
Is it?
That's too easy. Come on, this guy sells solar panels, dude. You think he can't sell an Air Force One?
These dirty used Air Force Ones.
These are fucking great. Hey, first of all, by the way, I mean, your shoes. What do you got? What are you currently wearing right now?
I'm wearing Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks?
Yeah.
Love them. What are you guys doing tonight?
Might go for some dinner.
Yeah. Relax.
For some dinner?
I don't know.
For a
we're
nice
gonna
walk,
see.
you know.
Yeah.
Try
Love
and
it,
link
man.
up with
Love
some
it.
people.
Love it, dude. What do you guys do for a living?
We're
podcasters.
podcasters.
You guys travel a lot?
Yeah.
Pretty often, yeah.
You guys are in the limelight a lot?
We try to be.
Yeah.
Love it, man. Love it,
cool.
love it. Like, what's your guys' current style? Like, what do you guys rock out with? Just kind of want to better understand.
We used to be skinny jeans, but then they said no skinny jeans. We've been getting that message a lot, so we've switched to a little bit of like a looser pant, trying to just switch it up a little bit.
But you got to be diverse, right?
Yeah, 100%. We switch it up.
You guys got the same style or what?
Depends on location.
I wouldn't say
not
so.
really.
I wouldn't say so.
You can kind of tell right now.
We're a little different.
Yeah.
A little different?
Yeah.
Love it, dude. Hey, by the way, question, guys. We got an all-white party happening tonight.
Yeah.
What are you guys wearing for that?
I don't know.
Kind of fucked. I got black shoes.
I guess all white for the all white party.
Okay, here's your pair. Well, this is sales. Don't worry about the price, dude. You guys are making a lot of money off the podcast. but here's the deal. It's so easy when I just find a pain.
Yeah.
Find an opening, find the gap, give it to them, right? Give it to them. Like I like it to make it a little bit harder. These are fucking easy, like they're Air Force Ones. I was just finding an opening for you guys.
Yeah.
If it's a little bit more difficult because there's difficult fucking shit inside of life and they're expensive products, like I always just make, first of all, never, because you're about to say fucking how much and I don't care about money.
Yeah.
This is a big thing. Like how much, take fucking 5 pairs, dude. You don't care. You're rich. Don't worry about the money, right?
You're going to tell me that.
Yeah. The problem is like people always make, you just said how much. I'm like, shut up. You guys are making money off the podcast.
Yeah.
Buy the shoes. You just make, I think to me, sales is always just about, first building some sort of relationship, but also making the thing that people think is a problem never a problem. So what that means is, let me give you a sale, because when you're like, sell me something. This morning I went through a sales situation, and I think 6-figure contracts are the same as selling a $200 shoe. Okay. So this morning I had a closing. I'll walk you through the whole sale, just even quicker than this. I had a closing for 2024's consulting for a big company, like training consecutively, etc. Sent out the contract on Friday last week. Contract ending date is expiring like this week or something, right? So I don't know who texted each other this morning, but the conversation, hey, by the way, where's the contract? When's it coming back, right? Hey, Daniel, by the way, we're just reviewing it with corporate. We want, because there's a lot of heads in, So an objection's an objection. Daniel, how much are they? No, I don't know if I like it. It's just an objection to me. Whether the contract's $500,000, it's $5, it's $5 million, right? So I said, okay, I don't want to name names. Alyssa, can I ask you a question? Yes. How many people are inside of your organization? Oh, we have about 300,000 people. Okay, got it. Let's just say the contract was, I'm just going to say $100,000, okay? Let's say the contract's $100,000. I said, okay, so you have 300,000 people. Yes. You want me to train all 300,000 people next year? Yes, we want you as a sales consultant or a sales trainer. I said, perfect. So I said, how much was the contract I sent you over for exactly? She's like, you don't even know. I'm like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm like, how much was it? I forget. I sent you guys over a fucking number. It doesn't matter. She's laughing, first of all. Step number one, because I think people get caught up in that. And I actually said that to Mike. I actually don't fucking remember what the price was. Can you tell me? She's like, are you serious? You don't know what you sent over? I'm like, I just did fucking 4 events. I'm brain dead right now. My team sent over something. She's like, you're psychotic. I'm like, so you're hiring me. So she sends me over the number. Let's just say 100,000. I'm like, oh yeah, I did. I charge you guys cheap. So she's like, yeah, we're just analyzing the number. I said, how many sales reps do you have? 300,000 sales reps. You got to make it make sense. I said, okay, perfect. So you have 300 sales reps. You want me to train them in 2024? I said, realistically, let's say 95% of these fucking people don't even resonate with my message. It doesn't click for them, like bad. I'm just getting to 5% of your people to help them to sell. Out of speaking to 300,000 on Zoom calls, stages, doing a tour with you guys, I just get to 5%. How much is 5% of that? 15,000 people. Okay, I said perfect. 15,000 people out of 300,000 people. Contract was how much? $100,000. I said, imagine how I'm the worst sales trainer in the world, I told them. But you know me, I'm fucking great. I did a couple events for you guys this year and you guys love me. That's why you're calling me back. I said, imagine I just helped them sell an extra $10. in all of 2024. 15,000 people, an extra $10 in 2024. Just $10. Like, I'm so bad that I only got them to sell one extra water bottle in 2024, and they're training with Daniel G for 12 months straight.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think I can help them do an extra $10, at least 5,000 people, 15,000 people inside the company? She's like, yeah, of course. I said, it's $150,000. The contract's only $100,000. I said, open up the contract, sign it, send it back over to me. Done. It has to be logical as closing sometimes too, inside of the head, right? And that's why I say make money simple. Like if it really has to break down, don't overwhelm it. When you're solving a problem, you got to make it a reality inside of somebody's life. Like this was just more of Air Force Ones. But I think if somebody were to watch that right now, sales, like watching, you know, like, oh, how do I sell something? Hey, take what the problem solves inside of the future. Break down the money. Don't make money a big fucking deal. If the contract's $100,000, show it to them. Like if I go to sell a university on stage, it's my package to university, you know, break it down to what it breaks down into a fucking daily payment. $1.50. Oh, now we're starting to talk. Okay, by the way, my university costs $1.50. Where do you go spend $1.50 every single day? On Starbucks, even fucking more, fucking $5 on Starbucks. Okay, so you already spend $5.50 in this every single day. What do you think will be worth more? Getting this, and I'm fucking saying everything inside the university. Opportunity to feed your family, you know, learn your sales better, be the top in your floor, grow a business, learn this, or your one fucking coffee every single day. Make it logical at the end of the day. Hey, you got to go to bed at nighttime and ask yourself what's going to be a better investment. You investing inside of the fucking Tim Hortons Starbucks cup every single day, the Starbucks cup every single day, or everything that I just explained to you about. And they got to have the point of reality, because sales is this. And we're going to wrap it up with this. They discovered something new that they never thought of prior to the conversation of being with you. And when they discover that, they're like, oh, fuck, that makes sense. Just like what's happening right now. That's it. And then they're like, I fucking sold. I sold the person. Doesn't need to be towards the end of a closing, right? It could be even in the middle of conversation. Fuck, I never thought about that, bro. Fuck, let's do it, right? And they might not even say it, but in their head, they're like, I'm fucking good for it. And every salesperson knows they close the deal prior to even closing the deal. You know?
So you just sold me on something. I don't even know what you sold me on. I'm sold though, dude. I'll buy these right now. It's true though. The breakdown per day is so simple.
Well, great marketers do that. Of course.
100%. You know? But like, comparing it then to the coffee, then you're making them feel, wait, oh shit, he's right.
You're going to spend the money regardless.
It is more important than the coffee.
You're going to, I always say you spend money regardless. Like regardless that they don't spend it with you, everybody's a trained consumer. They will fucking buy. They don't buy your shit. They're going to buy somebody else's shit. I don't want to sell my hoodies for $70. They're going to go buy a hoodie regardless.
It's true. For fucking $300.
Yeah, for $300. So like, you know, we're all doubters of this because we think everybody's a trained producer. No. People were programmed to buy. We're not trained producers inside of life. That's why sales is such like whatever you do inside of business, it's so easy because people love shopping for shit. I say the moment you don't sell her something, she's on Farfetch and fucking Amazon buying something.
It's true.
Right? So it's like you're competing, and don't think, and the last thing is this, don't think you're competing for air with the competitors beside you, because it's not the fact. When he's like, you sell solar panels, I ask solar sales reps, I'm like, who are your competitors? And they say, well, this person inside of the space. I say, no, it's not. It's the person selling them fucking a new porch in the backyard. Because they're gonna buy some shit. You're competing with just a buyer mentality at this point. You know, it's just not the direct person. We think so small, like, oh, this hoodie person's my thing. No, it's not. They're gonna get so distracted so quick that they're gonna go fucking eucalyptic oils instead of your hoodie.
It's true.
You know? It's just that who can get them there at the moment.
Better.
That's it.
Who sold it better?
Anyways, guys, this was fun.
Fucking unreal. Always mind blown. I'm always mind blown.
Dude, third episode, we still had fun here.
Every year. We're going to do this every year, bro. We're going to bring you back every fucking year, bro.
It'll be in a different spot, though, because now we had Toronto,
Miami,
Tulum.
True.
We'll be somewhere for sure.
Absolutely.
We'll fucking hit you guys with a car.
Italy would be fucking...
This would be nice. For sure.
Bro, we love you, bro.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're here, love you. Subscribe, leave a comment anything. You know how we do this.
Go follow Daniel G right now.
Let's go do it.
You guys know him already.
You guys know him.
Jay?
Yeah.